And finding all the places that you're connecting to the earth, your prop, feeling the places where you're grounding. Feel all the way to the edges of your skin today. Checking in with the temperature in the room. Maybe it's different where your skin is bare or you've got your skin covered. And just feeling into your breath today. So yoga can be a terrific way, not only to maintain your overall health, but a way to give us extra healthy lungs, particularly at this time. So without necessarily bringing a lot of breath into the chest or adding a lot of force, see if you can let your breath be deeper and gentler, and feel it in the belly, feel it in the abdomen. See if you can feel your breath in your back body. What does your breath feel like as it moves into your low back? Low belly, low back. And can you feel the back of your lungs? Staying with this deeper, gentler breath. Making some space today for an intention, anything you want to honor today. You can bring your hands together at your heart center. Let your thumbs rest on your sternum. It's really taking care of yourself. Tuning into what you need. And if you've been working with your eyes closed, you can blink your eyes open. If you're sitting on your heels or in hero's pose, come out of that. Let's go ahead and stretch the legs out. Wherever you're sitting, let's stretch the legs out and take a few circles for your ankles. All right. All right, let's draw the right leg in and the left leg in front of it. So not sitting cross-legged. Maybe this is how you were already sitting, if that's available. Inhale, reach the arms up nice and tall, and exhale, hinge forward. And I realize, I started this without introducing myself. So, hi. So just folding forward here, you could come onto your forearms perhaps, or just resting the hands on the floor. Round the back if that feels good. Rock a little side to side. And again, maybe the forearms work to the floor, but no worries if they don't. You can just kind of slide a little side to side, starting to feel into the hips. So welcome. I'm Shauna. This is Power Yoga. I'm so glad you've gotten up early on a Tuesday morning. Not that early, not as early as I usually teach, but gotten up early to come and join me today. Please work at your own pace. Take a break if you need it. Something doesn't feel right. If there's pain particularly, give it a break. Good. And then walk in the hands back. Inhale, come up. And then let's take the left shin close, the right shin in front. Good. Inhale to reach the arms up and overhead, reaching up through the crown. Exhale, fold forward. Good. You could take a rounded spine. You could round through the upper back here. Maybe float the forearms to the floor, slide a little side to side. So moving in a way that starts to bring a little lubrication into your joints, kind of checking in, continuing that scanning of what you need from your practice today and how you're feeling. And inhale, you can walk your hands back towards your shins. Make your way into table pose, coming onto hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Good. Spreading the fingers lightly apart. Inhaling to stretch the heart forward, drop the belly, lift the tailbone. Exhale to tuck the tailbone under, let the crown of the head flow towards the floor, rounding the upper back, cat stretch, and then inhaling. Cow tilt, good. Opening the heart, stretching it forward, exhaling to round into cat stretch. So just moving a few times here at your own pace. When you move into your cow tilt, try to find that extension through the upper back. And when you exhale into your cat stretch, see if you can find some engagement, drawing the pubic bone closer to the navel, toning the core. Kind of see what that's like. If you need any other movement here, if you want to circle the hips or circle the hips around your knees. So take anything else or continue with a few more cat cows. Walk your hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, come to a neutral spine, tuck the toes, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So here you can pedal. So try taking the feet a little wider, hip distance apart if you want. Pressing one heel to the floor, bend the other knee. Paddle here. Could take a little movement with your head. You could circle the neck or shake your head yes, or shake your head no. Let's press the earth away with the hands. Lift the toes, so not coming up onto the toes, but just lifting the toes off the mat and stretching the heels back. Bend the knees lightly. Good. Breathe into the back of the legs. Press the triceps into the upper arm bone. Good. Set the toes on the floor. As you exhale, walk your feet forward, coming into a forward fold, clasp the elbows. Take a little side to side rock here again. You can let the neck release, let the head hang or shake or move. Check in with your shoulders, see if there's any tension there. Can you let the shoulders release here? And then releasing the elbows. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, bow into yourself. Bend the knees lightly. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing. Coming into mountain pose. You can just let the arms relax at the sides. Good. 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 Let's just take our hands, nice little V. It's kind of right under the armpit here. Just kind of feel this armpit spine. Just kind of give it a little lift. So rooting down through the soles of the feet to lift up through the crown of the head. Keeping that armpit chest lifted, reach down through the fingertips, finding your mountain pose. Good, finding your breath. Let's go ahead and inhale through the nose. Take a few exhales through the mouth. You could even take a lion's breath if you want, sticking the tongue out as you exhale. Good. Let it all go. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold. Micro bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Good. This time, inhale. Stretch the chest halfway forward. Good. Exhale, fold. And then as you inhale, step the right leg back into a high lunge. Good. You can rock a little bit here. Step back a little second. All right, plant the right hand on the floor or a block. We're going to inhale, reach the left arm up. Good. And exhale, float it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Good. Stay here for a breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take the top hand down, plant the hand, inhale, step the left leg back, find plank pose here. You can come to your knees if you need to. Draw the pubic bone towards the navel so you feel the core engaged to support the low back. Rock a little back and forward here. Good. Again, feel free to come to your knees. If you need to, not anything wrong with that at all. All right, with the shoulders over the wrists, isometrically press into the earth, exhale, lower down, and then inhale, Sphinx pose. Come onto your forearms. Good, draw the legs together, bring the heels towards the ceiling. So try not to supinate the feet, letting the ankles rock towards the outer edge of the mat, but let the heels draw forward. And then isometrically draw the forearms towards your hips. Feel that nice stretch, that opening, that blossoming of the heart. Good. And then just adjust this. If you need to walk the elbows a little forward, be kind to your lumbar. We want kindness to the lumbar. No pain here. Good. Keep the core engaged. Pubic bone pressing into the earth. Hands come under the shoulders. Inhale to table. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Step the feet about hip distance apart. Good. Lift the toes again and stretch the heels back and down, even if they don't get to the floor. Bend the knees lightly. Good. Breathe into the back of the legs. Press the floor down and away with the hands. Take any movement here if you want to feel the neck. Take a few circles. Good. Release the toes. Nice. Exhale, walk the feet forward. Inhale, stretch the belly and chest, heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. We'll do that on the other side. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, bow into yourself. Feel that crease of the hips moving inward. On your next inhale, left leg steps back, high lunge, rocking a little forward and back. Just kind of feeling in to the hips today. Hips were on the agenda. They're always on the agenda. All right, plant the right, bring that right knee over the ankle, plant that left hand, sorry. Inhale, let's move with the breath. Lift the right arm up, exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Inhaling up. Exhale, release, and this time inhale, up and hold for a breath. Exhaling to release. Plant both hands, inhale, plank pose. And here we're going to come down, bring the left forearm to the floor, right forearm to the floor, forearm plank. Draw the elbows towards the toes, sternum towards the toes. Woo. Now we're going to press the elbows and toes away, like you're trying to rip the mat. Find some protraction in the upper back. Find to come to the knees if you need to. We'll bring the left hand under that left elbow. Right hand comes under the right elbow, back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, find cobra. So it's a nice little lift. Could turn a little side to side. If that feels good here, you take a little low cobra with a little thoracic rotation. Good. All right, when you're ready, inhale table, exhale downward facing dog. Whew. Good. Okay, last time through, let's take the feet about hip distance apart, lift the toes, bend the knees, and stretch the heels back and down. Oh, that should feel so good for the back of the legs. Lift the sits bones. The bottom of your next exhale. Lightly hop or step the feet forward. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, and exhale, sit down, Utkatasana, chair pose. Good, so we're trying to keep the knees approximately over the ankles. We want to feel this in the hamstrings. Maybe find a little extension in the upper back. Could always bring the arms forward. If it's too intense, having the arms alongside the ears. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plank. So you can always step or hop back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra pose. Good. Lifting the back of the head, shoulders in that. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up nice and high. Bend the knee and open. Stack the hips. Take a few circles in one direction. Circling the right knee and then circling the other direction. Good. Straighten that right leg out. Exhale. Hug the right knee into the chest. Feel the core. And then use that core energy. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one, reaching the arms up and overhead. That left leg can come in a little bit. Right knee is right over the ankle. You should be able to see your toes. Good. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the low back. Inhale, broaden the chest. Woo. Good. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Inhale, plank pose. Good. So you can rock a little bit forward on the toes here if you'd like to try chaturanga. Bring the elbows in, lower halfway down. Inhale. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. You can rock onto the top of the feet. Exhale, down dog. But please feel free today. You could stay with cobra. You could take a sphinx pose. You could skip your back bend altogether. So listening to what you need today. Inhale, left leg lifts. Good, bend the knee. Turn the hip towards the side. Take a few circles in each direction. Circling in the other direction if you haven't. Stretch the left leg back. Tone the core. Draw the left knee into the chest. Bring the shoulders over the wrist. So feel that core engagement from the core. Step the left foot forward. Inhale to warrior one. Good. Take a breath here. Let's inhale. Exhale. Good. Take another inhale, exhale, interlace the hands differently. Inhale, broaden the chest. Good. Woo. Nice. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale to plank pose, step back. Moving through your vinyasa, keeping the shoulders over the wrists, lower all the way down. I'm going to take a cobra. You could take chaturanga, coming halfway down to up dog. Exhaling to down dog. Good. As you exhale, lightly hop or step the feet forward. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling to fold. Inhale. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, let's come back into chair pose. Utkatasana. Good. Let's sweep the arms behind, interlace the hands, broaden the chest. And let's rise up and lower down a few times here. Good. Feeling the hamstrings working, feeling the heels heavy. Good. And let's take the arms forward. You could clasp the hands. Oh, there we go. Good, and then inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms up. Right hand clasps left, exhale, lateral stretch. Ooh, let's just feel that nice opening through the left sideways. Try to keep, today let's keep that left hip stacked over the left ankle. And again, checking in. Does your neck need any movement here? Would anything feel good? What happens when you move your head and neck? Do you notice that your shoulders are holding on to stuff that they shouldn't? Inhale, come up, left hand clasps right, exhale, other side. Good. Same thing here, you could check in. Turning your gaze towards the floor, towards the ceiling, or taking a few circles. Oh. But keeping that right hip stacked over the right ankle and opening through the right side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Nice. All right, plank. Yay. Good. Take a vinyasa here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, sphinx, or up dog. Checking in to take care of the low back. So no discomfort in the low back. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, use the core. Step the right foot forward. Good. And then we'll keep that back heel off the floor. So not warrior one. We're going to come into a high lunge. So we keep the back heel off the floor. Reach the arms up and overhead. Good. We're going to go ahead and let that right hand clasp the left hand and try a lateral stretch over towards the right. Woo. Good. And inhale, come on back to center. Exhale, interlace the hands. Good. Take a nice inhale here. And then let's go ahead and press that back heel back. So back into our warrior one. As you exhale, coming into humble warrior. Inhaling to rise up. Exhale to come forward. So you could do this with your hands at your hips. Good. And then this third time, let's go ahead and stay, maybe stretching the arms straight. Good. Squeezing the upper arms lightly towards each other, keeping that front knee bent. Good. And then releasing the hands, take them to the floor. Inhale, plank pose. Nice. Tone the core, bring the pubic bone towards the navel to support the low back. Little protraction or rounding as though you're pressing your heart and your arms away from the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg floats up. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Inhale to that high lunge. Keep the back heel off the floor. Hips squared forward, left hand clasps right. Exhale, lateral stretch. We're coming over to the left in a lateral stretch. Good. Be mindful of the balance. Inhale to center. Good. Exhale, release the hands, press that right heel to the floor. So now we've got our warrior one. Interlace. Good. Exhale. Humble warrior, folding forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, rise up. So feeling that opening through the heart. Exhale. Come here. Good. Take a few breaths. Breathing into the hips. Keep that left hip drawing back. Right knee over the ankle. Good. Opening the chest. Squeezing the upper arms lightly towards each other. Release the hands. Plant the hands. Step back. Plank pose. Good. This time we're going to take the right forearm to the floor. Elbow under shoulder and left. Coming into our forearm plank. Good. All right. Only 30 more minutes here in forearm plank. So notice where your neck spine is. If it just totally dropped, or if you're craning to look up towards me, try to find some length through the back of the spine. Lift the abdominals away from the floor and towards your hips. Yeah, just be with this. Good. Drawing the elbows towards the toes. Little contraction through the front side of the body. And then try pressing the forearms and toes away from each other. So they're going to stretch the mat. Good. Nice. All right. Let's bring that right hand up. Left hand up, plank pose. Exhale to lower down and interlace the hands behind the low back. Inhale, find locust pose. So Shalabhasana, legs can stay on the floor. We're finding that cobra lift, that extension through the upper back. Good, and release, fold the arms. Take a few breaths, bend your knees. Let your shins windshield wiper side to side. Good. All righty. When you're ready, you make your way into downward facing dog. Good. Good. So lift the toes, bend the knees, stretch the heels back. See if that's getting any yummier through the back of the leg. And then you can lift the sits bones. So you feel like the whole underside of the foot is turned on. Then let the toes float to the floor, keeping the hips high. Exhale, you can lightly hop or step forward. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, sitting back down into Utkatasana, so chair pose. Yeah, good. Good. All right. On your next exhale, take the hand to the heart. We're going to twist over to the right. Good, so keep that left hip back, keep the knees super glued together. Press that top palm into the bottom palm. Find your breath. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, twist over to the left. So we're crossing that right elbow over, pressing that top palm down, checking into the neck spine, lengthening lightly through the back of the neck. Deeper, gentler breath. Good. And then just a few times, we're going to inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Find that rotation in the thoracic spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Last time to twist over to the left. Inhale, and then exhale. Good. Inhale. Rise all the way up, reaching the arms up and overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. Stretch the fingers down. Reach the armpit, spine up. Yeah, find a little bit of that pressing down to lift up, but also reaching down to lift up. Good. If you need to take a couple breaths out of your mouth, or you want to take another couple lion's breaths here, inhaling through the nose, letting it all go. Let's take one more. Good. All righty. I need to grab a Kleenex. I don't need to adjust my yoga pants, but if you need to adjust your yoga pants, this is a good time. All right, let's go ahead and take a straddle stretch with the knees and the feet turned out. So we're going to sit down into a goddess pose. We're going to stay with a little bit of high intensity here. So you find the pace that works for you. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Nice. As you exhale, step the right leg to the left, sitting down, hands to the heart center. Good. Inhale, arms overhead, goddess. Exhale. We've got our chair pose to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale. Good. So it's moving at your own pace. You could breathe through the mouth here. Good. So just working here. So coming is low. Don't let the sits bones go lower than the knees. But I want you to feel this. You want to take it up a little. If you want a little high intensity, I'm going to leave that up to you. You could take this a little faster. You could take this really slow. Maybe that's what's good for you today, is really super slow. All right, one more each side, and center. Good, I think we started though. Good, I think we started to the left, okay, good. Coming back, stand up. Good, bring the feet parallel, interlace the hands, inhale, broaden the chest, exhale, straddle stretch. Good. Let the head hang. Again, rock the hips a little side to side. And let the torso sway. Good. Find some organic movement here. Whatever feels good. Good. Release the hands to the floor. Walk them forward like you're in a downward facing dog. Hips stay over the heels. Find a nice stretch to the upper back. Breathe and feel into the back lungs. Deeper, gentler breath. And then walk the hands back under the shoulders. Inhale, halfway, hands to hips. Press down, exhale, press down the feet, exhale, rise up. Good. All right, we're going to come back into a little of those goddessy legs and try something I call fee fi fo fum. We're just going to try stepping up. It's a little bounce. So maybe we start by just coming up onto that left toe and down into goddess. Just trying to find a little lift, maybe just coming up first onto the toe. Good. And lifting. Good. So finding a little sponginess, kind of a nice bowstring term, a little sponginess through the soles of the feet. Maybe you find a little air time. Be careful if you need a wall. Good. All right, one more time each side. Whoa. Yeah. All right, and release. All right, let's bring the feet in a little closer, but knees and feet still turned out. Hands to the heart center. Malasana, squat pose. Good. You can stay with the straddle stretch if this is not making your knees happy. You can always grab your block and sit on the block. You could try if this feels a little too wide. Actually, let's stay a little wider. And then, again, just taking some circles here. You can just kind of move, feeling into the hips. And then thinking about your knee is going over that index and middle toe, approximately. And so you could take your hands to the floor and walk the feet in a little. You could try that, see what that's like. That might be pretty intense on your ankles. See where you're feeling it. If you need to take the feet wider, sit on a block. The ultimate expression of the pose is with the feet parallel and together. Good. Let's walk the hands over to the right. Good. Inhale, center. Walk the hands over to the left with an exhale. Good. Come on back to center. Good. If you need to take the hands behind, that's fine. Tone the core. Come on to the sits bones. I'm going to draw the knees up tight like a ball. Ooh, try to keep the feet off the floor. Good. So really feel that. It's like when we were working with Kat at the beginning of the class. We're trying to bring the pubic bone towards the navel. Oh, yeah. Any option, you could stay here. You could try extending into a full boat. You could take a partial, or this is also a full boat here, but you could extend the legs. Woo. Good. Hug, hug, hug. And then if you can, I'm not going to be able to, but I'm going to offer you that invitation. Can you come back into Malasana? I'm going to have to use my hands. My center of gravity will not let me do that. So make your way back to Malasana. Inhale, stand up. Good. Exhale. Shake it out a little bit. Good. All right, come to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold. Good. Let's inhale. We'll step the right leg back. Spin the heel to the floor, bend the front knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Let's take a nice, lovely warrior two here. Feeling that outer knee, drawing towards the pinky toe side. Inhale, front palm to the sky. Exhale to reverse or peaceful warrior. You could take that right hand back to the bind. And then exhale into lateral angle. So top arm, that right arm could stay up. Just lightly rest that left arm there, but you're still feeling the work in the obliques. You could stretch that top arm up and over, see what you need here. Good, continue to play. If it's available, keeping that bottom sideways strong, could you stretch that bottom arm towards me, like you're holding onto a really big steering wheel. Good, unsupported lateral angle. Nice. Inhale. Rise up, find your warrior two. Exhale, spiral down, step back, plank pose. Good. Option to stay here in plank or exhale, press down. Take a chaturanga. Inhale, any back bend. Exhale, down dog. Good. Lifting the hips high at the bottom of your next exhale. Step or hop the feet forward. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. This time we'll step the left leg back. Spin the heel to the floor and inhale, rise up into warrior two. Good. Again, just checking in, make sure you can see your toes. Good. If it feels good to flick your fingers here a little. Didn't do a lot with our wrists today, but if it feels good to flick the fingers or shake the wrists out. Inhale, front palm to the sky. Exhale to reverse warrior. Good. Or peaceful warrior. Some traditions call this inhaling to warrior two. Exhaling, lateral angle, so that left arm can come towards the ceiling. Right forearm lightly rests on the knee. You could take that top arm over. So we're keeping the sideways strong. Obliques are working, core is engaged. Option to try unsupported. So stretching that bottom arm towards me like you're holding onto a great big steering wheel. Good. Sink down a little with the hips if you can. Trying to keep that top thigh parallel, that front thigh, top parallel to the floor. Woo! Good. Inhale. Come on up into warrior two. Good. Exhale, spiral down. Inhale, plank. Optional vinyasa. Exhaling halfway to chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog. Exhaling to down dog. Woo. Good. Exhale, walk or hop your feet forward. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart. All right. So for this next one, let's go ahead and take we'll come back into that goddess pose. So toes turned out, knees turned out. A little bounciness here. You might want a prop. And again, if you don't have one, you could use a book. You could use a toilet paper roll if you've got a block. You kind of see what I'm doing and see if you'd like to modify. Good. So we're going to actually, let's do it this way. We're starting in our goddess. We're going to turn that left toe 90 degrees. And we're just going to play with floating up into half moon here. Let me move back a little so I'm not cut off. Good. So we're just going to kind of take that fee, fi, fo, fum feeling, only kind of finding that left toe, come up, come down. It's just playing around. If you prefer today, and since it's your practice, if you want to just find a half moon and stay there, that is fine too. If you're having fun with this little, just kind of finding the balance and floating through. Good. All right, good. All right, let's come to the other side. So you can take your block and your fingertips could be on the floor. I think I'll try my fingertips on the floor this side. It's going to change your balance up a little bit. So go slow. All right, so you're going to turn those right toe, forward a little, and then, just kind of find it. You could just, that first couple times, just playing around here. Coming up into half moon and floating back. Yeah, just seeing how that feels today. Having some fun. Goodness gracious. Having fun in yoga, what would that be like? All right, and if you want to stay, when you get there, good, stay for a breath. And release. Nice, come on up. Step the feet together. Let's bring the palms over the heart. Relax the shoulders down. Take a couple breaths. If it feels like you need to breathe out through the mouth a few times, it's fine. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, coming to the front of the mat. Take a forward fold. Let's step the right leg back. I'm going to mirror you here because I don't want to start on the side you can't see. So taking a low lunge here. We're going to rise up. Actually, I should do it the other way. I'll step backwards. I'll step back with my right leg. That might might be easier for you to see. All right, so we're gonna rise up, feeling that nice stretch through the front of the back leg quadricep. We're gonna take the right hand over, bring the back of the hand over the knee, stretch that left arm back. Now you could look over your right shoulder. Let's turn the back hand, that left palm towards the sky. Good, and then turn it towards the floor. So just feeling a little rotation in the shoulder. Ooh. Good, and then come on back to center. Bring both hands inside your front left foot. You could walk it out a little bit here. You could rock onto the edge of that right foot. Let's see, come back a little so you can see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. So I'm just coming onto the edge. Yeah, there we go. A little farther back for you so you can see me. So you can use the hand here. But if this is hurting the knee, just kind of bring both hands in. You can take your forearms to the floor. Yeah, so we're just working with a lizard pose. You can take the back knee off the earth. Just kind of see what you need here. Good. You had a little hip request. Okay. And then option two. Keep that right hand on the floor. Bend the right leg. See if you can catch the foot or the ankle and take a quad stretch. So we're going to turn the torso lightly towards that front left knee. Reach for that back foot and take a quad stretch, and then add a little heart opener here. So can you find that extension in the upper back? Option here. You could stay in your low lunge. You could stay in lizard pose. Take another breath here. Oh, release. Beautiful. All right. Let's lift the back knee. Walk that front foot in. Step the back foot forward. Forward fold. And now we'll step the left leg back. Exhale, knee to the floor, low lunge. So set it up, take the top of the foot to the floor, give your knee as much padding as you need to. Good, we're gonna come up first, we're gonna bring that left hand across, back of the hand across the knee. So you're gonna work anywhere you need to along here. Maybe this feels like a good stretch. You're gonna sweep the right arm behind, palm face up, and then maybe feel what it looks to look over the left shoulder. And you could turn that extended right palm back down towards the floor. You could turn it up and down a few times. Good. Nice, and come forward. Beautiful. Bring both hands inside the right foot, that front foot. Walk the foot out a little, and again, here, move my hand so you can see what I'm doing. So you can rock to the outer edge of the foot. You could use that right hand to just gently press into the knee. You could do none of that, maybe just walking the foot out a little and having both hands in front feels like plenty of a stretch, that's fine. Come into a lizard variation here, come onto your forearms if you want. You tuck the toes, lift the back knee. So see what you need here. Good. Nice. All right, good. Come back up, walk that front foot forward, plant the hands, lift the back knee, and float the back foot forward, forward fold. Good. All right, let's go ahead and exhale, step back plank pose. So optional vinyasa here, last vinyasa of the practice. If you want, stepping back, find your plank pose. Exhale to chaturanga halfway. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Now from your down dog or from table, we're going to move into pigeon pose. So this might also be one if you need to do figure 4 on the floor. Let's go ahead. Let's start on the left side. Let's lift the left leg up and exhale. Draw the left knee in. Take the right leg back. So take a couple moments here to set it up for you. You can bring, let me turn around here. Whew. So you can bring that left ankle in nice and close. I probably won't be mirroring you if you've got your left foot forward. You can stretch that back, leg back. And then just here, let's just take a fold forward, kind of feel a little wave through the spine. Inhale, reach up, find a little back bend if that's available. You can kind of fold and inhale to lift. Finding a wave in the spine, exhale. Good. One more, inhale, lift. And exhale, hinge forward. Good. So here you could walk onto your forearms, you could stack your fists. That's a lovely way to rest the third eye. Anything that feels good here. Feeling your torso turn towards the floor. So if you need to put some support under that left hip, if you need to roll, if you got extra mat, you want to roll it under there or a block, your towel. So your torso, so your shoulders and the hips are trying to turn evenly towards the floor here. Find your nice steady breath. Gentler, deeper breath. All right, inhale, rise up and rock onto that left sits bone. Good. We're going to bring that right knee across. Option here to take Gomukhasana. So you could do that with the left leg could be extended and the right knee bent. You could also be here or here if that's too intense, but otherwise Gomukhasana. So we're stacking the knees, right leg on top, left leg on the bottom, and then we'll just reach the arms behind and clasp the elbows. Good. Feeling some softness through the shoulders. And let's just take a little. We'll turn the head from side to side here. Ooh. Nice. Good. And then just for fun, if you're in your Gomukhasana here, hold on to the ankles, keep the knees stacked, and roll yourself back to the floor. Holding on to both ankles, the toes are moving towards your head. Feet are stretching towards the side of the mat. Yeah. And ankles, you're just gently holding the ankles and drawing the knees towards your chest. And then unwind the legs, draw both knees into the chest, cross the ankles, roll yourself back up to sitting, come into table pose or downward facing dog, and we'll try that little series on the other side. So lifting up, now we're gonna lift up the right leg or your other leg that you didn't work with before. Lift it up, exhale, draw it forward. Good. Good. So the knee can be right in front of the hip or out to the side, so play around with what you need. Heel could be pretty close in or a little farther away. Try flexing this ankle and keeping the side of the foot good towards the side wall. And then just take a few waves here. Inhaling to reach up, finding a little bit of that cow tilt. Exhaling to find a little of that cat stretch rolling through. Just kind of rolling through a little cat cow as you fold and lift. And then when you're ready, take an exhale, fold forward, stack the fists, rest the third eye, or bring the forearms to the floor, whatever feels good here. Coming into your Ekapada Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Finding your deeper, gentler breath. Tuning in to what will help you flourish today. Such a lovely word, flourish. Someone said that to me recently and I was just like, what a fabulous word, flourish. What would that mean for me today? On your next inhale, come on up. Good, rock onto that right hip. Sweep the left leg forward, and now we're going to come into Gomukhasana with the left leg on top. So I'm mirroring you. I'm not mirroring you. I'm going to be opposite you. But again, you could keep that bottom leg straight here and just bring that top knee over. You could also work here or here in more of a Janu Shirshasana. So find the Gomukhasana that works for you. Knees stacked if that's available. Good. Reach the hands back, clasp the elbows, relax the shoulders. Nice. Let's drop the chin and lift here a little again. Oh, just checking in with our neck here towards the end of the practice. Yeah, oh, good. Yeah, good. All right, and releasing the arms. If you want to here, hold onto the ankles. I'm going to just turn around so I roll back onto my mat and not into the wall. And then you can roll down and take your Gomukhasana on the floor. So if that's available, you can shoelace the legs together, draw the knees to the chest. Good. Trying to draw your toes towards the top of your mat, towards your head a little, and stretch the Soles of the feet towards the side of the mat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, good. And then unwind. Draw the knees into your chest. Plant the feet on the floor. Walk the hips a little bit closer. Let's take robot arms. So 90-degree bend in the elbows. Press the back of the head and the upper arms into the floor. And feel the chest float up here. Feel the pelvis heavy. Good. Feel the chest float up. Keep pressing the back of the arms into the earth. Inhale, activate the hamstring, lifting up the hips, coming into your bridge pose. So you could stay here. This is a great place to work. You could reach out and hold on to the edge of your mat. If you want to walk your shoulder blades underneath and clasp the hands, it's all good. Good. Last option would be to lift up the right foot and fold that right ankle over the knee like you've got a figure four pose. You can play with that. Oh, that's hard. And then straighten the leg. Good. Take that on the other side. So we really want to feel the hamstrings. That supporting leg hamstring if you're switching sides. Oh yeah, it's the hamstrings that are working here. Not the low back. Tone the core. Good. All right. Unclasp the hands, let go of the mat. Unwind the shoulders, roll down. Ooh. Walk the feet away, take them a little wider. Interlace the hands behind your head. Constructive rest. Let the knees drop together. Internal rotation. So if you didn't join me in hero pose at the beginning of class, you've got a chance to have that nice internal rotation at the end of class. Breathing easy, breathing gently, breathing deeply. Feeling the breath through the whole back side of the body. All right, uninterlace the hands from behind the head. Draw the knees in, roll yourself back up to sitting. We'll stretch the legs forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So just find your forward fold here. Hands might be more at the hips. Might reach for the feet. Maybe you clasp the hands. All kinds of options. If you have a block handy and you're feeling really stretchy, you could take the block over the soles of the feet. So again, just feeling into. Did a lot of work with opening the back of the legs today, so hopefully that feels good. Whew. Inhale, rise up. Let's draw the left leg. I'm mirroring you here. Left heel in towards. So Mariachana pose. Exhale, twist around, taking that left hand behind, hugging the right hand over the left knee. Could also do this with the elbow across. That's a little deeper stretch for the upper back. So see what you need today. I'm hugging. Ooh. Inhale, come on back to center. We'll extend the left leg, bring in the, or excuse me, extend the right leg. Oh, we're bringing in the right. We started on the left side. That's right. Other side. Exhale, twist. Oh. Inhale to center. Good. All right. Let's go ahead. Bend your knees. Use your core. Roll yourself down to the floor. Good. Let's draw the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg long. An option here, you could draw your forehead towards your knee and just alternate a few times here. So that extended leg is just floating a little bit over, hovering over the floor. So one last chance to just kind of release the low back. Good. Draw both knees in. Set your head and shoulders on the floor. Keep the right knee in and extend the left leg long, letting it rest on the floor. So now that left leg is straight and resting on the floor, right knee into the chest. Good. Switch sides. Left knee in, right leg extends. Both knees into the chest. All right, reach for the soles of the feet. If you have to roll your head off the floor, reach for the soles of the feet. Good. As you take the soles of the feet towards the ceiling, keep your knees bent, let your head come to the floor, draw the knees apart, happy baby. Good. So we're taking the knees to the side ribs, We're pressing the soles of the feet towards the ceiling while you stretch your knees towards the floor. You can rock a little side to side, or actually if it feels good, you can kind of let one leg extend as you rock to one side and then the other. That feels good. Or you can extend both legs and rock. Good. Check in if there's any other pose that you need today. And then make your way into any comfortable resting pose for you, laying on your back, your belly, legs up the wall, getting comfortable. Taking a few moments in Shavasana, feeling how the floor supports you wherever you're at in your practice here for Shavasana. Feeling all the points in your body where you connect to the floor. Closing the eyes. Softening the throat. Softening your inner ear. Softening the muscles around your eyes. And softening your inner vision, looking towards your heart center. Gently start to bring any movement to your body. If it feels good, you could reach your arms. If you're laying on your back, reach your arms up and overhead. Stretch your ankles away from your belly. Turn your head gently side to side. When you're ready, you could roll onto your side. Just taking a few moments in that transition. Pressing the top hand into the floor, rising up into a sitting position, letting the head come up last. Bring your hands to your heart center. If it feels good, you can let your thumbs rest right above your heart, just touching the skin above your heart. You play around with whether you like your fingers closer together or stretched a little bit apart. Let's see what feels good here. And gently bow your head, honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming. Namaste. All right, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to stop the recording if I can.
Thanks so much, Shauna. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Great. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Thanks for joining me.
Thank
Stop the
you.
recording. Okie doke.